participles. What are they? How do you use them? All of your questions will be answered. This is a brief overview of present participles in English and how we use them. Anytime you take a verb and you add ing to the end, you are creating a present participle. One of the most common ways that you will see this used is in a progressive verb. A progressive verb always uses be plus the present participle. Is going, was coming, will be looking. So you need the be verb and then the present participle. The idea of this is an unfinished action at a specific point in time that you are looking at. So we use these in the verb form. For example, you are watching this video. This is present progressive verb tense. The idea is that right now, this action is not finished because you are watching this and you are not finished right now, okay? Another way that the present participle is used is as a gerund. Now, gerund functions as a noun in English. So it is a noun form. You're taking a verb and you're creating a noun form with it. When you have a noun form, that means that it can be used as a subject or an object in a sentence. You can use gerunds as a subject. Learning a language takes a lot of time. Here's our subject, learning. It is a gerund. It is a present participle. You can also use gerunds as direct objects coming after a verb. I enjoy learning languages. The verb enjoy needs to have a gerund. If you want to use a verb form after enjoy, you can't say I enjoy to learn. You can't say I enjoy learn. It needs to be a present participle. I enjoy learning languages. You need to memorize the verbs that take present participles, that take gerunds after them, as opposed to infinitives. You can find lists of this online or in grammar books. You can also use a gerund as the object of a preposition because in English, you need to have this combination of preposition plus noun. If we want to use a verb instead of a noun, you need to change it to a gerund. That's the present participle. So, preposition right here is on. If you have a preposition, you're going to use a gerund, a present participle. He's working on learning English. You can also use it together with some nouns in English. The noun time can be used with infinitives also. Do you have time to help me? But when you're using it with spend, to spend time, to waste time, and you want to then give the action that you are doing at that time or during that time, you're going to use the gerund. Do you spend a lot of time studying English? So all of these are gerunds. They are verbs with ing that are functioning as nouns in these sentences. You can also have an adjective that is a present participle. So you see what's happening. You're taking a verb and you're manipulating it. You're changing it to use it in different ways in the sentence. You can use it as a verb. You can use it as a noun. You can use it as an adjective. So it needs to have the active meaning if you're using the present participle, because that's this idea of the ing. It's an active meaning, not passive. So put the spaghetti into the boiling water. The water is doing this action, not receiving it, but doing it. So this is an active form used as an adjective to describe the water. What kind of water? Boiling water. And finally, for the high-level grammarians out there, reduced clauses. This is talking about reduced adjective clauses and reduced adverb clauses. You shorten the clause. We like to do this in English. Take some things out, make it shorter. We're busy people. We don't have time to say all the words. So, adjective clauses. Here's an example. The book sitting on my desk is yours. Do you see the present participle? Right here, sitting. This is a reduced adjective clause. The complete adjective clause would be the book that is or which is sitting on my desk is yours. And this is the beginning of the adjective clause. This is the end of the adjective clause. If the relative pronoun, who, which, or that, is the subject of the adjective clause, so that is the subject of this clause, then it's possible to reduce it. You omit the pronoun, take out the pronoun, and you omit the be verb, or if there's no be verb, then you just change the verb to ing form. So basically what you're left with is the present participle at the beginning of the adjective clause, describing the book. Basically it's functioning like we talked about here as an adjective with an active meaning. The book is doing this. The book is sitting. We reduce it. The book sitting on my desk is yours. It is also possible to reduce adverb clauses, but this is only in very specific situations. To take a look at the example, cleaning his office, Jim found some important papers. What's the meaning here? What's the full clause? The full clause would be while he was cleaning his office, Jim found some important papers. It's only for adverb clauses that have a meaning of because or while. And there's some different meanings of while. This is the time meaning, two things happening at the same time. It needs to be one of these meanings. It also needs to have the same subject in the adverb clause and the independent clause. He is our subject in the adverb clause, and it's the same person as the subject in the independent clause. That's very important. You cannot reduce an adverb clause if the subjects are different. So then you omit the because or the while, and you also omit the subject, and you change the verb to the present participle, or it's the same as you had up here. If it's already a present participle, you just omit the be verb. Again, same thing. You have the present participle at the beginning of the adverb clause. So just take everything else out, put the present participle at the beginning. This is only good if it is the meaning of because and while. It's an active meaning. So these are all the different ways that you're going to use the ing form in English.